Before this video starts, I would like to announce that I just recently started a Patreon. If you want to help support this channel so I can turn this to a future career, become a member for only $1. I upload behind the scenes videos, early access to videos. My Patreon is in the link in the description. But anyway, let's get on to the video. You cannot deny that Sonic renders had changed a lot over the years. Or not changed, since they reused the same render since 2013. But the one thing that makes the main character who he is his iconic smirk. This has been Sonic's main characterization since the 90s. I mean, just look at this. It just screams confidence and the can-do attitude that represents the character since day one. Most cartoon character smiles were usually more rounder and standardized. However, Sonic's was different, as his smile is more sharper and edgier. Alright, I'm gonna stop. But over time, in the adventure era, when Sonic was given a redesign, besides the longer limbs, longer quills, and green eyes, Sonic's smirk was updated. It's more sharper, stylized, and more edgy. His teeth had a simple design, and when Sonic showed his teeth, the smirk gave more of a Nike swoosh to it. It just oozes with the over-exaggerated swagger of a blue hedgehog. Do people still say swagger? And even in the 3D renders, they still kept the same aspect. Yuji Uekawa was in his bag during this era. As games were getting more and more updated over time, SEGA just kinda ditched the whole 2D box art for Sonic games and relied more on the 3D renders. But that's okay, right? As long as the overall aesthetic of the character is still true to the— holy crap, what's that? Yep, here we go. Sonic Unleashed was the beginning of the smirk slowly losing its touch, in my opinion. Now, it's not to say that I dislike the smirk from the renders in Unleashed. I think it looks decent overall. However, there's one issue that stayed with the Sonic model today. You see it? The bottom lip? This is fine though. It seems like they were going for a more realistic approach for Sonic's mouth instead of the more 2D simple smile. Again, this isn't an issue, although I wish they would keep the same 2D smirk from those 3D renders back then. However, Sonic Lost World was when the smirk fully took a toll, because just look at this. What do you think of when you look at this? It's just ugh. And that bottom lip. It's not just that, but when Sonic does a simple smirk now, it just have all these unnecessary curves to it. Like, it doesn't have any edge to it. To this day, Sonic's smirk is continuing to be like this. Now, I have to admit it, the new renders for Sonic and Shadow Generations are really good, and the smirk looks really sharp to an extent, and I don't see a bottom lip anywhere. If anything, I would prefer this over this any day. I wish they would go back to the 2D smirk for Sonic when it comes to 3D renders. The perfect example of this is Sonic Heroes. In my opinion, this is the perfect transition from Yuji Uekawa's artwork into the 3D renders. Look at the 2D smirk and that Nike swoosh, oh my god. I really want SEGA and Sonic team to make that transition again. There are still a lot of good artwork made by him today. I feel like we're getting closer and closer to that transition based off of these renders right here. But what's your favorite Sonic smirk? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, because I'd love to hear them. With that being said, have a good day, have a good night, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace!